look, you get the word for what you earn. I mean, why would you want to, like, if you're about to
How in the world does that tie into transportation?
Oh,
yes, I have the definition.
But if they didn't take it away, if they didn't take enough money.
I think I need to get the definition for stimulate.
Let's see if I got it.
So now they can provide for us
Don't
too.
take it away from the people who have just enough. They take it away from the people who have more than enough.
Okay, but see, it's still fair.
I've never even seen that before. Always remember, the first and most important part of debate is always know your case.
They print out so much money.
I need that definition. Remember to choose your partner carefully because you're stuck with them the whole year.
I think my favorite part of debate was the rush of debating.
Do you have any advice for new debaters?
Definitely know your case very well because people call you up on anything and everything with their view on a political topic or issue.
What was the worst part of debate?
The worst part of debate is waking up on Saturday at 6 o'clock in the morning to be at school after you were just there Friday.
Alright, do you have any tips for people?
Dress appropriately, just for the fact that through the entire year I've never dressed appropriately and it counts on your grade, your speaker points, and yeah, dress to impress, I guess.
Do you have any fun stories you'd like to share?
I'm sorry, Mr. Hammonds, I have to do it. Okay, we were coming back at like 12 o'clock at night, and Mr. Hammonds was Continue! We were coming back, and it's like 12 o'clock at night, and Mr. Hammonds was doing a little bit over the speed limit, so he got pulled over.
What is your favorite part of debate?
Definitely not Hammond's. My favorite part of debate is the fact that I get to learn new things that I really didn't even know existed. Like with CX, it was space elevators and high-speed rail.
Do you have any advice?
Yeah, for CXers, if you're make sure you choose your partner based on their work ethic. Just because they're your friends doesn't mean they're going to be the greatest debate partner. They could become shut up. They could become slackers and leave you with all the work. On LD, make sure you know everything on both sides of your case.
Okay, what is debate to you?
It's not all about winning, and it's a great activity that can be really fun if you let it be. To all the people who said winning sucked, which is about everyone.
You mean losing?
Yeah, losing sucks. Winning sucks.
Winning stinks, man. I hate it.
Typo. No.
Here, what's the worst part?
I really don't think there's a worst part of debate a bad experience I've had with debate, aside from the fact that my partner Jim Thomas kept sitting on the feet.
I don't know what you're talking about. Lies, slander.
Tips. Okay. Dress casually. Oh, formal. Don't dress casually. We'll hurt you. Go away, Hammonds.
Okay.
Wait, I wasn't done.
Oh, okay.
Never concede. Don't concede. That's bad. Don't get angry over the little things. Learn how to articulate and speak, whether you're in debate or on CX or LD. Don't break the stool. Don't get angry. Don't hit on opponents. And Hammonds is also to be called Dad.
Yeah. Dad.
And a dictionary is your best friend.
Dad.
We need Subway.
Okay, what's your story?
It's probably a toss-up between either when Hammonds got pulled over or when Lindsay coughed on Hammonds for an obscene amount of time and picked him out.
Okay, the chicken stories. What was your favorite part of debate?
Meeting new people.
Do you have any advice?
Don't fail.
What is debate?
An argument.
The worst part of debate?
Losing.
Tip.
Be prepared, flow, argue, ask questions.
What was the best story you can think of that happened in debate?
Whenever I made Shelby laugh, creeping out that girl probably.
What is debate to you?
Debate is when you argue with someone and you prove that you're right no matter what. Never give up.
What is the worst part?
I'd have to say losing, because it sucks losing. But I mean, you learn a lot. So
What tips do you have?
always practice and go over your case with your partner, so that you and your partner are like in sync and y'all can like go back and forth on each other and like know your case well.
And you feel really good about it yourself. And of course, Lindsay.
Do you have any advice?
My advice would be get very comfortable with your case and don't let Jim be the cameraman.
Hey.
What is debate to you?
Debate is when you get a topic and you just try to defend your side and make the other side sound really bad.
What is the worst part of debate?
The worst part of debate is when you go into the debate and you're arguing really well, but your opponents are only attacking one part of your case, and you prove them wrong over and over and over, and after all that, you still lose your round.
Okay, do you have any fun stories?
Okay. My fun story is, so me and my CX partner, right? We do well on our first round. We think we've completely lost the next round, and then when we concede, never do that.
Never give
concede.
up. Never surrender.
Yeah, but and we conceded because I didn't
Shush.
feel good. I didn't feel good at all, and we still ended up placing higher and getting a medal than someone from our own school.
Favorite part of debate?
My favorite part was probably either the people I met or the fact that I got to argue with people and not get in trouble for it.
What advice do you have to give to the up-and-coming debaters?
Don't pick a partner who's going to break their arm at McDonald's.
What
Okay.
is debate to you?
Getting to argue with people and not getting in trouble for it.
Okay. What was the worst part of debate?
Losing rounds you should have won.
Losing really stinks.
Do you have any tips?
Don't fail your classes.
Okay.
Fun story, bro.
Yeah, do you have a fun story?
Yes, this one tournament I went to, this entire school was nerds, and it made my day.
My favorite part of debate, I would have to say, is just going to the tournaments. You know, when you get in debate, when you get in the actual tournament, it can get tense, it can get unpleasant, but you know, the overall experience, going with your friends, preparing this, you know, really hard, difficult thing you're about to do, just going along with your friends. As we said, we had some really fun chaperones come along with us. Just a whole, you know, it was all overall an enjoyable experience, having fun and stuff.
Do you have any advice for new debaters?
First off, all these judges are a bunch of hard butts. No, no, they're, when being a debater, there's an air of professionalism you have to stick to. I myself did not, because I thought it was all these people, but, you know, another thing you can't forget is you can't let it get you down. You can't let it, you know, make you lose. If you're funny, be funny. If you're serious, be serious. You know, you can't let debate change you. You have to know who you are, and you have to go accordingly, debating who you are and debating your message and your style. Okay. Deciding evidence based against the enemy. Worst part of debate is going up against someone in a tournament who's really jerky. Just really, like, you know, you may win or you may lose, but if your opponent is really a jerk face, it just makes the whole thing bad. Because, like, there's this one time, right? I'm sitting here, I'm cracking a couple jokes, you know, having fun, giving my speeches. Man, this guy just did not like anything that was happening. I was like, whoa, 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 whoa. You want to take this outside? Like, for real? Man, I ain't afraid. I'll go back to prison. Nah, what? Nah. But, seriously, man, make sure that while you're debating, I know it can be stressful, I know it can be hard, but don't make it not fun. Don't make it just a sour experience, because then it ruins it for everybody.
Okay, do you have any stories you'd like to share?
Do I? Okay, so it was a golden morning in Crandall, I think. Yeah, it was golden. It was third round, right? Bottom of the ninth. Second inning, bases loaded. The tournament could have gone either way. The round, it was tough as nails. Our opponents were trained. We ourselves were pretty hardcore too, but, you know, really, you know, not being able to decide who's going to win. Last speech, right? The last rebuttal. I go up, you know. I figure I got to do something big. I got to do something game-changing. I get off this really motivational speech about America. There's a tip for you. Always go back to America. and everyone was cheering for me. The crowds were going wild. My opponents were on the floor laughing. It was, we won the round. It was amazing. So that's big finish, everybody. Big finish.
9 is cocaine and 8 is LSD. So 10 through 8 is drugs.
So this is the first annual production video of the debate introduction video series. That's
More always make sure you have pen and paper because you can't flow without the pen and paper. So it goes hand in hand. Another thing about it, make sure you have flow for a reason. Don't just write everything down and not use it. Use your flow to organize your next speeches, to know what you're going to say, to know what your opponent said. You have those notes for a reason and make use of them.
The main thing you want to do is don't write everything down. You're not going to be able to get word for word what they're saying, just for the fact that if you're in CX, they're going to go super, super fast, which is spreading. But if you're in CX, you want to get pretty much everything, like statistic, your numbers, pretty much every number that they say or main points, like contentions. You want to write every single one of their contentions down. And like I said, don't write word for word, just for the fact that just come up with certain things that you understand that's for you. Like for contentions, just put C1 or something. Just have something that works for you.
It's all on the hips, baby. All on the hips. Yeah.
Okay, the first thing on tournament
Tournament day. Okay, Lindsay, do you have any advice for people on tournament day?